Okay, let's talk about how to add a topic to your grid. So you want to make sure when you're logged into your admin account that you're under the My Grids tab, and then you'll find down here, you'll find the grid that you want to add the topic to, and you'll just click on that grid. And then you'll see here by default, this is for there already for all of the grids, but you're just going to make a new topic, you're going to press the blue plus sign. And I'm going to break this book up into different chunks that I want the kids to read. So for the topic title, I'm going to do chapters 1 through 5. And then you can adjust the date, and you can also adjust, if you have the classroom version of FlipGrid, you can adjust how long you like the video to be, so it'll cut the kids off at however long you want. I think by default with the free version, it defaults to 1 minute and 30 seconds. And then response moderation, if you want to have to approve all of the responses in the videos before other people can see them, you can turn that on. This is where the topic description or your question will go. I always add this here, so I'm going to add my question here that I want the kids to respond to, and I like to have it in writing. And I also like to go ahead and down here record a video to add to the topic. But before we do that, just so you know, you don't have to, if you don't want to publish it right away, you don't have to. So you can prepare it ahead of time, and then you can change the dates here. So if I want it to launch tomorrow, I could choose the next day, or I can same with the when you want it to freeze. And freeze just means that kids are not going to be able to add anything to it anymore. They can still see the responses, but they can't add anything to it. So if it's kind of like a due date. So you can adjust those if you want. You have lots of choices here and things to add to the topic, but my favorite one is to record the video within FlipGrid. And you'll see here I am. So I'm just going to record my my question here. And this is helpful too, like if you want to add a sticky, like if you need something to read from while you're recording. So that'll help. So I'm going to press record, and then I'm going to read my question there for the students to see when they log on to this topic. Hi everyone! In the beginning of the story, the wild robot Roz broke out of the crate, and I'm wondering, what does the author compare Roz's breaking out of the crate to? And why do you think this makes sense? And why do you think the author chose that to compare Roz breaking out of the crate to? I can't wait to hear your responses and your thoughts. So when you're done with that, you can go ahead and close that out, and you'll click next. Hi everyone. And then you can watch it, or you can trash it if you want to redo it. If it's good, just go ahead and press next, and then it's going to ask you to take a picture. This is what will show up on the grid. So, oh, not good. So you can trash it and redo it. Okay, and then if you have these things turned on, you can turn these things on for kids to use if you want. You can add these fun. It kind of makes it fun and engaging, so you can have the kids add these if you want. You can also turn it off too. So there are times when, we're doing something serious and maybe you want this turned off, or you don't want them to get distracted, or whatever it is. So you can add that and then press the next sign. So that'll say success, we'll say close. So now you can see the topic resources right here, that's my video. I'll keep scrolling down. You can also add attachments to a topic, and this can be helpful if you need kids to be able to see something, or you want to attach something to it. You can add the link or and a title to it. And then this is where for the students, the stickers and drawings are. So you can say stickers only, you can say drawing. Sorry, I forgot to show you the drawing. It's just a pen that the kids can draw on their selfie with. Or you can turn it off and say none. You don't want any of those things to happen. If you have the classroom edition of FlipGrid as well, this is one of my favorite things, because this allows students to reply to a response. So they can go on, they can see somebody else's response, and then they can actually create a video response responding to that video that somebody else posted. So this is really great, especially if you're doing this book club project with families, because the families can then respond to their students' responses. So this is really, really powerful. You can also turn on or off the emoji reactions. These will pop up on the bottom of each video, and kids and families can click them, so we'll look at those too. I never require email for responses. It just is one step that I don't necessarily need. The link will be public because I want families to be able to see this as well. You can adjust that too, though, if you want. You can also display the number of times a video has been viewed. Sometimes that can be distracting, so you can turn it off if you want. And if you want the kids to be able to add a response title. I, again, always usually turn that off just because it's one more step. And then you can explore some of this feedback too. I believe this is just with the FlipGrid classroom version. So once you're all set, you'll click Create Topic, and you can always go back and edit it too. So now I have my grid code here, and then this is the link to this topic. So I'm going to click that, and this is what the students are going to see when they sign in. The students and families are going to see when they sign in to this FlipGrid topic.